So, like I said again, I said JS1. I think SS1. Yes, SS1. Even though you did it also in JS1. So let's go through it again. And please listen, it's going to be interactive. This one, all of you are putting off or you're muting yourself. Please, when I call you, you're mute and answer my question. It's going to be easy. So please, let's just cooperate. Now, I want to see how we understand this particular topic. All right. And as we are explaining, I'll be saying some things that, is not inside this particular slide. So like I said again, the topic is overview of the computer. We're going to go afresh again what computer is all about. So we said, what is a computer? What is a computer? What are the key things? What are the key things we are looking at for when we are asked to define a computer? So I want to ask a question. When you are asked to define it, I'm not asking you to define now, but I want you to give me the key words that needs to be in your definition. Whenever you are asked to define a computer, I'm looking for some key words. So as I said, it's going to be interactive class. So I need those keywords now. So I'm going to call you. I'm not asking to define again, like I said. I need the keywords that needs to be in your definition. If you give me one, I will know. If you tell me the wrong one, I will also know. So for those of you just joining us, we are repeating that course that I uploaded last week on YouTube. The computer overview of the computer is a revision class. It's an SS1 topic. But I think I saw the question in 2018 computer exam, I think paper 2. I think I saw this question there. So I said, let's just walk over it again. So whenever you are defining a computer, there are some keywords that needs to be there. There's some key information that if it's not there, you'll not get your complete marks. So those are the keywords I want to get from you. I believe you have watched the video and I believe you know how to define computer. So I'm going to start. Please, once I call you, please don't waste my time. Just answer. It's going to be a discussion class. We're going to discuss it. All right, Derek, let me start with you. So when you are defining a computer, I'm looking for 3 keywords or 3 key terms in my definition. Give me one, Derek.
Programmable machines.
Programmable machines. Okay. I'm not saying whether it's correct or not, but let's go that. Programmable machines. Okay. I'll keep that. Programmable machines. Stella, give me one. Keywords that need to be in your definition.
That produces outputs.
Produces outputs. Okay. I'll also keep that. We'll come back to it. All right. Please give me one. All right. I think he's having issue with his device. Dorothy, give me one.
Sir, manipulates data.
Manipulates data, okay. Kende, can you give me one? Kende, can you give me one?
Processes data.
Processes data, okay. I'm looking for one more. I'm looking for one more. Can give me the remaining one. There's one that you probably not mentioned.
Device.
You said?
It's an electronic device.
Electronic device, good. Okay, let's go back to our answers. Let's start with Derek. Derek said it's a programmable device. The question is all computer or anything you call computer, is it a programmable device? Programmable device means you need to You need to, a software will run that program. There's something controlling it. Yes, I can say most computer, I can say 90% of devices we call computer, they are programmable device. But I don't think all computer can be regarded as a programmable device. Okay, that's being said, let's go to Stellar Zone. Stellar says it produces an output. That is very, very, very important. You must be there. When you are defining a computer, you must have an output. There must be an output. There must be an output in your definition. There must be an ink that is like the output of whatever you are doing. Then Kennedy's own says, Kennedy says, okay, Dorothy says manipulate. Why Kennedy says processing? I think they are the same words. They have the same meaning when you are defining computer. Computer manipulates data. They process data. They manipulate data. They work on data. They work on data. That is very, very important. Good. Then I think, who said electronic device? Electronic device is, yes, it's correct, but I can't say it's 100% correct because we have computer before electronic computer was developed. If you remember the generations of computer, generation of computers actually started with electronic devices, but before then we have other computing devices. So electronic devices are just the one that you have current, electric current and power. So it's also important that one is there, but it's not as important as number one, it accepts data. That is number one. That's what I was still looking at for. It accepts data. The second term, it processes or manipulates data. I'm using your own point now. It processes or manipulates those data. Then the third one, there must be an output. There must be an output. These are the three things I'm looking at for actually. Input data, processing the data, and output data. If you add electronic device, perfect is okay, good, you get your full mark, it won't affect it. But these three things must be there. These three things. If you say computer is an electronic device, that's why you don't need to cram. Just know. Like now, if I want to define it without looking at definition, nobody's definition, with understanding, I would say computer is an electronic device that accepts data, it processes that data, and it produces an output. If you define it like this, it's perfect, it's okay. These are the keywords you are looking at for. These are the keywords. So please take notes when you are any definition of computer you see or you are looking out for, please look out for these three things. Look out for these three things. So if you go back to my slide, you see what the definition I gave you there. Now let's analyze that definition. The first definition says a computer system can be defined as an electronic device which manipulates data and produces outputs using step-by-step instructions. Now, out of that three things, how many can you see here? How many do you see here? Check it very well. Out of the 3 points I mentioned now. If you notice very well, you are seeing only 2, right? You can find only 2, manipulate and output. There's also electronic in this one. Now let's look at this other definition. The second definition says it's a programmable machine that receives, that's number 1, stores, retrieve. You know, receive, stores, you can take it as the same. Retrieves, processes, the same, and output, that is 3. The three points I'm talking about is in this definition. Then look at the last definition I gave you. It's a computer may be defined as a machine that can solve problems by accepting data. One very important information: accept data. Perform certain operations, that is processing that data. You see, that is the second one, processing the data. And the last one, they said you present the data. So please take note for those 3 things for any definition of computer you are giving. You must not follow, sometimes if you know these things, you don't need to follow any definition words by words. You bring out your key points. when you are defining a computer. I hope we are clear in what I just explained now. Are we clear? I want to hear from you guys. Or you click the thumbs up button so that I will know. Click your thumbs up button since most of you are on mute. Click it if you are clear. If you have any question, let me know. All right, only 2 people they are clear. Only 2, 3. Click your thumbs up button. No, they don't know how to do it. 4, good. You must know how to use your Zoom. 5, good. You must know you are SS3 students, so the way you use Zoom should be better than the junior. Yes, good, good. I like this. I like this. I like this. Good ahead. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Now let's move on. Now we'll come to the component of the computer. Actually, in that question, that wire question I saw in 2018, what I saw is there is constituents. The question is, list the constituent of a computer So don't be confused. Whenever they say constituents, that's what they can use. They can say component. Me, I use component here. They can say types. They can say branch. So they are talking about the same thing. Or the 2 major branch of a computer, or the 2 major parts of a computer. They are talking about the same thing. So I think we are familiar with this. The hardware. When you are defining a hardware, what is the key thing you have to look out for? Is the part that is physical. It is physical. You can touch it, you can see it. I think many of you, we don't have issue with this definition of hardware. What you normally have issue is definition of noise is coming out from your end. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So I said we don't normally have issue with definition of hardware. It's very simple. Most of us can define it. If you ask a GSS1 student today, they define it easily. But the problem we normally have is the definition of the software device. Most of the time, when I ask a student, define a software, what I hear from there is a software is a device you cannot see, you cannot touch. They just like do the opposite of what the hardware is. They just say the opposite of what the hardware is. No, that definition is not acceptable. It's not the term we use when we are defining a software. Now, every subject has its own terms. In computer, you are allowed to use for hardware, you are allowed to use the parts you can see, you can touch and handle. But for hardware, you cannot use that, even though logically it's correct. Logically, it makes sense. Because if you can see hardware, we can touch it. We can't see the software. We can't touch the software. But when you are defining it, it's not allowed. It's not, they will give you 0. They won't even say it's 0. You get 0 if you use that for software. That is not the technical terms you use in defining a software. So please take note. It's easy to say hardware is the part we can see, touch, feel, the physical part of the computer. But when you are coming to software, you don't do that. We'll get there. But let's finish with hardware. Now, I want to do something here now. Let's look at some examples. I gave you some examples of hardwares. And I said something about hardware. I said hardwares are broad, they are divided into 2 main parts, the system unit and the peripheral. I think this is the part we need to talk about. The system unit and the peripheral. The hardware. So have it in mind again. The hardware is they are the part of the computer you can see, you can touch, and you can feel them. They are physical, they are tangible, they are physical, something that is you can touch. Now, if you check a computer, you have a box, a normal computer. I'm talking about a desktop computer now, for example. Let's picture a desktop computer in your mind. You have a box, something like a box. Then you have a monitor, like a TV. Now that box is your system unit. Please take note. The box is your system unit. Then every other thing attached to the box, every other thing attached to the box is the peripherals. Every other thing attached to the box is now called the peripheral. So don't think too much, don't think too far. The box is the system unit. Every other thing attached to the box is the peripheral. If I define it this way now, I can easily ask you now, I can just ask now, example now. Elliot, based on my explanation, Elliot, answer this question. Based on my explanation, give me one peripheral of a computer device. Based on what I just said now, the box is the system unit. Every other thing attached to the box is a peripheral. So give me one peripheral, Elliot. Peripheral device. Don't think too much, just relax. Think again, relax, watch it again. The box like a normal desktop is your system unit. Any other thing attached to that box is your peripheral. Then give me one peripheral device. I can't hear you, speak out. We don't have any wrong answers, speak out. I want us to flow together. Yeah, I can see your mouth saying mouse, but I'm not hearing, I don't know what any other names. Can you hear him? I don't know, maybe it's your device. Anyway, I understand you are saying mouse, but I can't hear your device. So it's correct, a mouse, because a mouse, if you check it, a mouse has a USB port. The mouse we have today has a USB port. And that USB port is connected most times at the back of the system unit, or sometimes at the front of the system unit. So therefore, a mouse is a peripheral device. So it's very correct. It's very, very correct. Noah, give me one peripheral device apart from a mouse. He has given us one mouse. Give me another one. Again. Come again.
The keyboard.
Keyboard. Good.
Flash.
Good. I like that. Keyboard, flash. Flash is an external storage device. Good. So don't use flash. Use external storage device. Next time. External storage device. Good.
Okay.
All right. I want us, Timothy, give me one peripheral again. Give me another peripheral.
Monitor.
Monitor. Good. Samuel, Odeni, give me one peripheral device.
Joystick.
Joystick. Good. Finn, put on your video and give me one peripheral device. Tayo, give me one peripheral device. I can't hear you.
Flash.
Flash. Are you in this class? Are you sure you're in this class? You didn't hear my last statement. Okay.
I just joined.
Okay. All right. Actually, give me one peripheral device. What right here? Give me one peripheral device.
Storage devices.
I want to give me the one we've not mentioned now.
Storage. Okay, input devices.
No, that's a general name. Give me a specific name, specific device.
Okay.
While you are thinking,
So,
actually, have you remember your Give me one. There's one that you people are using now, and I'm waiting to get. I'm seeing most of you using it. I'm just looking at you now using it. All of you. In fact, more than 50% of you are using it. And you can't be. I'm waiting to get that particular one. Who is going to give me that one? I call it for me. Headphones or earpiece. Yes, you're using it as a peripheral device. All right. Let's move on then. Let's move on. So let's look at it again. Look at the slide again. A case, the system unit again I say is a case that contains the electronic components. That is the hardware. That is the hardware. Then the peripheral. The peripheral is any external device that provides input or output. That provides.
I'm hearing it now.
Or output. Or not receive. If I knock your head. Or not receive. All right. Because from my country, we don't talk like that. We have like 24 hours for the day. All right. A peripheral is an external device that provides input and output for a computer. The term peripheral refers to all hardware devices, all that are attached to that case, to the system unit, and are controlled by the computer system. And the general name is, they are called input and output devices. So all the input and output devices are called what? Peripherals. So your printer, your monitor, your projector, your speaker, your earpiece, keyboard, joystick, mouse, as anything you connect to the system is a peripheral device. I hope you get that. Did you get that? Or I want to see your thumbs up button if you understand my explanation of system units, and I want to see your thumbs up button. Obina, well done. You know how to use Zoom. Let me see those that don't know how to use it. Is David, well done. Omoye, well done. Edache, well done. Fini don't know how to use it, Abi. I'm waiting for those people that don't know how to use it. Gabriela, well done. Tayo, you don't know how to do it, Abi. Shalangwa, you don't know how to do it, Abi. Buzu, you don't know how to do it, Abi. Village children, village children. All right, any question? Any questions so far? All right. Because I saw, please, we use the raise hand button only when you ask the question. So please, if you are using the raise hand button, if you press the raise hand button, I'll call you to ask your question. All right, because I said thumbs up now, so people are clicking the raise hand button. There are two different things. So, let's learn how to use it. We are computer students, so our own should be different. All right, let's continue then. So now remember again, the hardware, they are broadly divided into two parts, the system unit and the peripherals. Now they can also say the peripheral divided into two parts again, the input and what? Output devices. I want you to get this, get the whole system, get the whole thing, understand it very well. Understand it very, very well. So let's continue. Okay. We even talked about the peripheral. It's divided into three parts actually, not two. So the input, the output, and the storage devices. The storage devices. The storage devices. The storage devices. Storage devices, I hope you know what that means. That's where that flash drive falls into. Then your hard disk is a storage device. I want to ask a question and give me examples. The question is, let's list all the storage devices that we know in a computer system. Or you get ready, if I call you, we're going to list all the storage devices that we know. I'm calling one by one. Let me see those that have not answered any questions. Those of you put on your camera, please. Put on your camera. Let's see how beautiful you are. Favor Ernest, we want to see your Oyibo skin. Oh yeah, your Oyibo face. Favor Ernest, Mary Patrick, Aliu. Who is this person? Dash. I'm going to knock your head now. This person without any name. Obina, Peace David. This person name is reconnecting. This person that is using reconnecting. I will help you and reconnect now. Shalangwa, this I just mentioned, put on your video. Ima, put on your video. Reconnecting, go and change that name. Reconnecting, go and change that name. All right. All right. All right. So I want you to give me all the storage devices. No, just pick. Once I call you, give me one. Once I call you, give me one. Olamide. She's surprised. Give me one now, please. Oh yeah. Give me one. Storage devices. Now we're talking about storage
hard
devices.
drive. Hard drive.
Good. We must get to 10. I want us to get to 10. We must get to 10. Hard drive 1. Hard drive 1. Olorusui. Bail us out. Give us number 2. Storage devices. And his feature is not taking. He's using 1 there. Oh yeah, give me 1. I'll come back to you. Aliu, give me 1. Aliu, speak out. Can't hear you. Just your mouth is moving. I see your mouth saying flash, but I'm not hearing it. But flash, I'll go with that. Flash. So we've mentioned 2. Hard drive flash 2. Gabriel, give me number 3. We have 2 already. We must get to 10, like I said. Gabriel, give us number 3. Put on your audio. Your audio, your number 3.
So the audio is on. Number 3. Start CD part.
Come again.
CD.
CD, correct. You are correct. Why are you afraid? You are correct. Number 3. Number 4 now. Obina, give us number 4. We've mentioned hard drive, flash, CD. Correct. Obina, number 4. Your audio, Obina. Your audio. Okay.
So, memory card.
Memory card, good. 4. Memory card 4. Gabriel, CD is correct because you can store music in CDs. It's very correct. Memory
Okay,
card,
sir.
Memory card 4. Good. Number 5. Who is giving us number 5? Who's giving us number 5? Let me see. Ima, give us number 5. Emmanuel, give us number 5.
Floppy disk.
Floppy disk, correct. Number 5, correct. Number 6. Number 6. Who's giving us number 6? Buzu, give us number 6. Give us number 6. Buzu, give us number 6. We must get to 10.
Sir, Mary should give.
Who? Mary?
Yes, sir.
Maya Mary, give us number 6. Mary, we love you so much. Gabriel, I love you so much. So give us number 6. Mary, I'm still waiting for you. Number 6. And she has not put on her video. Daniel, Ernest, Mary Patrick, put on your video. Anna, Omoye, give us number 6. Ashidere, give us number 6. Or anybody should give us number 6. Anybody, help out. You boys help ourselves. Anybody now? Number 6.
Floppy disks.
You did.
They've mentioned it already. So it's already there. Floppy is already in.
SD card.
Jesus is Lord, right?
SD card, that is memory card, is already there.
Compact
Compact
disc.
disc.
Compact disc is CD. They mentioned it. CD. CD means compact disc.
DVD.
DVD 7. DVD 7. Correct. Number 8.
Hard drive.
Tape.
Hard drive is already there.
Tape.
Compact disc.
Tape. Tape. 8. Give us number 9.
Magnetic tape.
The same thing as tape. The same thing. The same thing. Magnetic tape. 8. 9. 9. Now, let me give you a clue. The most common one, if I'm not giving me, the most common one.
That me.
Huh?
No, I don't know.
The most common one you're not giving me. Think.
The punch card.
It's me. I'm a storage
Okay,
device.
punch card 9, but punch card is very old, ancient of days.
Sir,
But it's a storage device. 9.
USB.
USB.
Cell
That is
phone.
flash. We'll take it as flash.
Sir, phone.
No, phone is like a computer. It's a total computer on its own. It's a
The
computer on its own.
solid state drive.
Come again.
Solid state drive.
It's going to be on that tape. Let it be on that tape. So we're in number 9 now.
That transcend.
Transcend. What I know about Transcend is the name of a company that produces storage device. I don't know any other.
RAM or RAM.
There's no another one.
Yes, RAM or ROM.
RAM. That's the word. RAM.
Cow.
RAM. That's what I'm looking at for RAM. RAM and ROM. RAM and ROM. Please take note. RAM and ROM. Remember, I told you RAM and ROM is the primary memory device. Most of what you just mentioned now, they are all what? Secondary devices. I hope you remember, they are secondary devices. The main memory devices, they are what? RAM and ROM. Please take note of that. Okay, that is good. You guys tried. All right, let's continue. So we have peripheral devices, input, outputs. I want to believe you know those ones. Then we have storage devices, which you know right now.
Breakfast is ready. I'm coming.
The next one.
Raps. Cut.
Jesus.
I will not. Timothy, don't leave this place until we finish. If you leave this place. All right, let's now go to software. All right, let's go to software. Now, remember again, I said again at the beginning when I was talking about hardware. It is not acceptable to say that software, they are devices you cannot see, you cannot touch. Don't ever use it, even if you are explaining it. Don't use it. It's not a technical term in definition of software. Whenever you are defining a software, look for these keywords. Number 1, a software is a program. You can use a program. That's one thing you should use. You can use instructions. Instructions can be a program. Is a program is a set of instructions, because a program is actually made up of set of instructions, set of codes. Software is defined set of program, is a set of instructions. Generally, if I'm not looking at definition on the slide now, what I will define, assuming I'm to based on my understanding, without looking at my slide, I would say, based on my understanding now, a software is a program that tells the computer what to do, or is a program that directs the computer on what to do. So just to make it look more flashy, we will say a software is a set of procedures and instructions passed to the computer to perform certain activities or tasks. It can also be defined as a set of instructions that directs. I would prefer you to even use the second definition. It is defined as a set of instructions that directs the activities of the computer system in order to undertake a specific task or in order to undertake any specific task. Please take note when you are defining a software. This is the list we expect from you. Now, what are the examples of softwares? Basically, software, all softwares, everything inside the computer system, everything inside your computer system is a software. Starting with when you put on your computer system, the first thing you see is booting Windows. If you are using Windows, you see Windows booting. That Windows that is booting is a software. When you boot up to your desktop, all your icons, all these things you see on your desktop, all those icons, all those shortcuts, they are all softwares. Your antivirus, you are softwares. There's what they call device driver, they are software. Everything inside your computer is a software. And generally, they are divided into two main parts, which is what we call the system software and the application software. The system software and the application software. Now I'm going to explain how it works. For the system software, it says a collection of programs that support computer operations. It can also be defined as programs that help run the computer hardware and software. Now, see what this is talking about, or what it is saying about is your hardware is the physical parts. For that hardware to work, something needs to work with it. You need to program a software that will work with the hardware. For example, when I click the power button, it's a software that responds to the power button. Imagine you click a power button, something just come up telling you booting or telling you Windows. Something happened. A programmable software was attached to that hardware button, such that when you click your hardware, something will be executed. That thing that is executed is not the system software. Part of those things that make the hardware to work is your system software. For example, you put on your flash. Something will pick up your flash and display it on your desktop. It's a software that picked it up. That software can be a device. We call it a device driver. It picked the device called the software driver, the flash. When you put on your mouse, your external mouse, for example, your mouse, you click in your USB mouse, a software will pick it up. It's called a device driver. Every software that works that way, that picked up hardware, they are called system software. They make the hardware to work very well. They are the one that makes your system to boot up to you having a desktop. Then after your system, they boot to your desktop. Your system has finished booting. Your system, they finish booting. Now, maybe after my system finished booting, I want to now watch movie. That's a different thing entirely. I want to watch movie. I will not click maybe VLC. Use to open the movie I want to watch. That one is a second stage. At that point, I'm using a secondary software. At that point, I'm using an application software. That one is totally after I finished booting up. That means what I'm trying to say that without VLC or without any video player, my computer can still work perfectly, 100%. Without your application program, your computer can still work well, 100%. So get it that way. But without your system software, your computer may not be able to work 100%. In fact, your computer may not even work at all. Without your system software, your computer will never work at all. You must have problem. Whenever you have a software problem with your computer, most times it's talking about the system software. If, for example, now, if your Windows is not working very well, you can't even do anything, let alone coming to watch movie. If I want to type, typing is a different entirely. I'll click Microsoft Word. Now, what I'm working on at that point is an application software. If I don't have Microsoft Word, it doesn't mean my computer will not work very well. It will work perfectly. So take note of that, how you can differentiate between an application software and system software. So let's look at system software. The examples of system software. We have the operating system. Number one, if you don't have operating system can't even boot. Operating system is just example of operating system is. Example of operating system is, we are going back to question time. Back to you. Examples of operating system. What are operating systems? I think we'll talk about this in one of our classes before. So let's give me examples. I don't want to define, I need examples. Joy Buzu, I want to get answer from you. I've not heard from you. Give me one example of operating system.
Windows
Should I
10.
start? Huh?
Windows 10.
Windows 10. Thank you. One. We'll get to 10. We'll get to 10 examples. David Ijali, he has given us one, Windows 10. Give us another one, David Ijali.
Windows 8.
Windows 8 too. If you like, start calling Windows 3, Windows 4, Windows 5. No problem. We must get to 10. Windows 8 too. Stella. Don't worry, you can say Windows 7. Stella, your audio.
Linux.
Linux, thank you. First, that is very good. You've broken out of the Linux 3. All right. Actually, give us one. We are on number 3 now. Operating system. We have Windows 10, we have Windows 8, we have Linux.
Windows 7.
Okay, 4.
Windows 9.
Windows 9. Who is Windows 9? We don't have anything like Windows 9. Windows 7 is correct. 4. All right, Daniel, give me one. We are number 4. We need to get up to 10. We have Linux, we have Windows 7, we have Windows 8, we have Windows 10. Please be taking note of these things, though. Be taking note of these things. Be taking note of these things. Daniel, you don't have. We are just in number 4, and we need to get to 10.
Sir, Android.
Android operating.
Sir, iOS.
iOS operating system 5. Android operating system. I can take that 6. 6. She has given us 2.
Sir, Disk operating system.
Well, you know those ones are for phones anyway. Why is acceptable? Their operating system. All right, 6. Give me another
Disk
one.
operating system.
Huh?
Disk operating system.
MS-DOS 7, correct? MS-DOS,
Unix.
correct? Unix 8, correct?
Yes.
Polaris.
Polaris, I don't know about that, but I've heard about that word, but I don't
So
know
what of
I'm not sure about
so what
Polaris.
of language translators?
No, those ones are not operating systems. Translator, assembler, those ones are not operating systems. Operating system, yes. We are number 8 now.
Then it's still like, yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything like Mac's operating system?
Mac, correct. Mac is Macintosh operating system, correct. That's the one Apple phone use. Apple system uses. So that is 9. Mac operating system, correct. 9. Number 10. Give me number 10.
Windows XP.
Windows SP. I like this one. I love this one. Many of you are not born. That's the one I used when I was in school. That was the one we were using there. We were enjoying them. Windows SP.
Windows Vista.
Windows Vista. Thank you. Windows Vista. Those are the ones we used at one time. Windows Vista. Windows 2000.
So some people used it too.
Who used it among you guys here? Nobody used it.
Sarah.
You guys, Windows 7 was upward. Why? Ha, no, why is Windows 7 upward? Windows 7 is up, Windows 7 upward.
You
So
don't know.
there was one developed in South Africa. I want you to know that one because it's an Africa software. I want you to know it. Ubuntu. Ubuntu is an operating system. Please take note of that. Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. So I will write it in my head.
The name is African name, so Ubuntu.
So I can write it in my head.
Yes, very well. can write it in white. If I can Google it and see it there, you can see it on your Google Save. It's an operating system. You can open source operating system. So please take note of that. So I think we've gotten up to 10, so we can continue. So what we mean by operating systems are they give us platform. Like what Windows does is that Windows gives you a platform. It gives you a platform to do other things. Give you a platform where other softwares can be used or can be accessed. Yes, give us a platform. So I have on my screen application software. I want to believe you know about application softwares. I don't want to talk much about it. I just explained it. So you have word processing software. We've talked about word processing software in one of our classes before. Spreadsheet packages, we've talked about it. That is Excel and Co. Presentation softwares, any presentation software they are called, any presentation software, database software, and so on and so forth. They are all application softwares. Then characteristics of computer. My time is almost spent, so I'm going to be a little bit fast now. So please take note. This question is also in that. Why I added this part is because it was in that question, that 2018. I think they asked list 5 characteristics of a computer, so I had to add it. So we have speed. Computer is very fast, faster than human. Who built the fastest computer? Question now. Oh yeah, anybody who built the fastest computer presently in the world right now? This is in Nigeria. You see, we are very smart people. Oh yeah, give me the name. Give me the name. The fastest computer in the world presently was built by Dash. Current affair. Seriously? You don't know this, Aliu? You don't know this answer? The fastest computer in the world is built by who?
Sir.
Philip Emeagwali.
Charles Babbage.
It's
Charles
Philip
Babbage.
Emeagwali.
Charles Babbage. How about Charles Babbage?
It's Philip Emeagwali.
Philip
Yes.
Emeagwali. Correct. Philip Emeagwali. Correct. He's a Nigerian. Please take note of that. He was the one that built the. I think many of you are googling the answer. I saw some of you googling the answer. Please, but it's okay, Sha. Just have the knowledge. Just have the knowledge. Just have the knowledge. All right. So speed, accuracy. Computer gives accurate answer. Whatever you put in gives you back. If you put nonsense into the computer, it gives you nonsense. If you put good things in there, it will give you back. So it's accurate. It gives you what you know, whatever you sow, you reap. That's how it is. Computer helps in storage. It gives you ability to or space where you can store a lot of information. For example, now I have a system that have 1 terabyte capacity where I can store anything I want. 1 terabyte. You know what that means? 1 terabyte. In fact, there's a new system that is out now. If you want to buy a computer, let me give you a clue now. There's a new hardware that is out now. Please take note. It's called SD hardware. The hardware we have been using, they are called HD. HD means high definition hard disks. That is what my system is. I'm just giving you the new one that is out because I saw it on the. I went to buy a system recently and I noticed the difference. This SD hard disk, what do they store double of what the HD hard disk will do? So you might go to a store today, you want to buy a computer. You ask them, what is the size of the hard disk? They will tell you for HD, 500 gigabytes. They will not tell you SD, 200 gigabytes. You will not see the HD is bigger. No, it's not true. I will tell you, go for the SD. That is my advice, if you understand what I just said now. All right, let's continue. So computer gives you large amount of space where you can store. Then you have, it's very versatile, it's automatic, it's processed automatic, it's diligent, no error. Except the error is performed by you, that is the operator of the computer. Though the cost of the computer is becoming cheaper, and the cost of the computer is becoming cheaper day by day. What are the limitations of a computer? The computer cannot just do anything unless first you program them to do, especially our modern days computer. Then you cannot interpret the data they generate. It's only you, the human being, that can interpret it. It's you that can interpret their data, not them. They only generate it, that you interpret it. Use the information given to you by computer, carry out your decision. Computer cannot detect if the operator feeds data. I think you already have this video, so
like this
go through this thing. I will stop here. I think this is the question. This is the question I saw on Wire. We will stop. I want us to talk about this maybe in our next class. I'm preparing a topic on this diagram you are seeing. It's very broad. Forget you are seeing it as simple as this. In our next class, we'll talk about it more. So this is the question. And some of you didn't do my assignments. I think I have only 3 people submitted this assignment to me. Timothy, Fure, and Esther. And Ashile, I think 4 people. The rest of you are still on your own. Well done, eh? Well done. I'm greeting you people. Then I said, what else again? All right. I think we'll stop here. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Prepare for your next class. See, I don't know whether we have any questions. I hope you enjoyed the class today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any question?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh yeah. If you enjoyed the class, I need thumbs up. Thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up button. All right. Oh yeah. Question. Who's going to say question?
So please, then it's the operating system market.
Operating system market. Not that I know of. I don't know anything like that. So I can't say for sure. I've not heard of anything like operating system market. I think if he's talking about markets, as in where you can get software operating system, that is it. You can have maybe all this app where you have app. There can be an app, operating system market app. But I don't know. There's not like operating system market software that I know, or operating system market as an operating system. All right. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in our next class. Bye.
Cut. Breakfast.
Any other question?
Thank you.